All right, folks, you're riding live with Bobby Allen, or as live as I possibly can be at the current time. Listen, I just want to say, hey, this is a crazy day. And what I'm going to say may seem crazy to you. Kobe Bryant dead at the age of 41. His daughter, 13-year-old Gianna, she goes by Gigi. The Antebelli family, the son Bo, who played ball for Texas Tech, his father, John Antebelli, was a baseball coach up there at Orange Coast College. Been up there for like 23 years coaching. Their family, they were headed to Thousand Oaks to a basketball practice when the tragedy occurred. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything, but I want to tell you what, I'm here to tell you some truth. That was a satanic sacrifice yesterday. The way you look at it is the daughter's birthday, 13. That's a big number. Kobe Bryant, 41. And then last night at the Grammys, the Staples Center was turned into a Luciferian satanic church where they worshiped Lucifer silently, although it was in plain sight. They worshiped Lucifer silently and talked about the great love and life of Kobe Bryant. Well, tragedies happen for a reason. He's not the only young guy to die in a helicopter or a plane crash. There's like 40 of them out there. Buddy Holly, the baseball player a couple years ago. Just absolutely crazy numbers. Michael Jackson, Prince, they're all dead way before their time. You know why? Because someone made some money and gained power off of their works. Kobe Bryant had created a New York Times bestseller. Let me repeat that again. A New York Times bestseller. Kobe Bryant also won an Oscar award for a short animated film he made. How many of you know that? Now, if you watched the Grammys last night, you might have seen it. But most people don't know that. The name of the book was the Iilluminati series Training Camp. Created by Kobe Bryant and written by Wesley King. Now, he was a 5-time NBA championship, worshipped by everyone. Some that worshipped so much they had everything they ever made, all the gear. Kobe was a hero. Michael Jordan, Shaq, Irvin Johnson, they all had nothing but good things to say. You know why? Because they're glad it was him and not them. Let's be real here, folks. When you go to stardom and you get all these acclimates, you're going to give up something. And you end up giving up your soul. I'm not going to get into that right now. But now that Kobe's dead, this book here, the Iilluminati series, will sell 1 billion copies. It'll sell 1 billion copies. His memorabilia today, what you owned yesterday, before yesterday, is worth a lot more than it was before today. The truth is always hidden in plain sight. That's what they do. They turned the Staples Center in last night into a worship, a ceremony to reach the masses. This is the Grammys. To reach the masses. Now, in the upcoming days, you're going to find people are going to analyze the Grammys, dissect it, take it apart. It's like the beginning of the Olympics. It's like the Super Bowl halftime show coming up. Folks, this is the celebration month. You get the Grammys this week. Next week, you get the Super Bowl halftime show. Programming, MLK programming, satanic, Luciferian, reptilian, draconian worship. That's who runs the planet right now. Although we're turning it around. We're doing things better. But you have to believe in the dark in order to see the light. If you think that 9/11 was not an inside job, it was an inside job. If you think it wasn't an inside job, you don't need to listen to me. You really don't. What are they going to tell the children happened on 9/11? I'm not going to go off onto a crazy tyrant. But Kobe was a great American athlete. who achieved everything. So he was worshipped. Last night when they were crying and everybody, Kobe was being worshipped. Lucifer was being worshipped. It's his sacrifice. To Baal, I mean, there's so many different ways you can spin it. Aleister Crowley. I know one thing, it's the dark. I like to call it the Zen, the Jinn. The little dirty ass little Muslims, the Zen, turn into different stuff. Anyway, it's a whole different episode. But Kobe was a wizard. He was heavily involved in occult practices. All of Hollywood. He was a wizard. He was a wizard, and nobody knows it till now. And a lot of people won't believe it till now. And then if you go out and dig a little bit on your research, I mean, we already have the looking glass. If you haven't looked at the video that I have on my YouTube channel under the Bobby Allen Truth Factory 203 playlist 203, you'll find right on there the looking glass video. We now have the looking glass. And until you see what the looking glass is, then you'll understand what's really happened to us all the way around. He was heavily into witchcraft, sorcery, Aleister Crowley, all that stuff. They used to say in the game, I mean, these guys get in the game, they get in the zone, the MK Ultra, the programming that these people have been through to be where they're at, to do what they're supposed to do. It's all generically. These numbers all come together, folks. Folks, they all come together. Super Bowl, basketball games, the numbers. It's a big thing. Gloria Vanderbilt, see, you have to sacrifice a child. That's one of your debts to be paid. And maybe he owed a debt. But a debt to be paid is you have to sacrifice a child to really accelerate. Look what Gloria Vanderbilt did to Anderson Cooper's older brother. She sacrificed a child so she and Anderson could be what they are today. She's dead. Vanderbilt, Anderson Cooper, he's still spouting fake news. Okay? Homosexual, which is fine by me. I don't really care. But I'm just saying, these people hide it right in plain sight, then show it, right, slap you right in the face with it. And there's nothing you can do about it. Sacrifice a child. Magnesium was on board. Magnesium. Now, don't forget the other part of this, folks, is the adrenochrome from the small children that are being missing every day. Taken from around the world, grown, worshipped, harvest below your feet. It's a baby-making factory below your feet. Do you know that? You're riding live with Bobby Allen. R.I.P. Kobe and the rest of the family, the pilot. You're riding live with Bobby Allen. It was a satanic sacrifice. The whole thing was played out during the entire day yesterday. It ended up at the church at the Staples Center. Peace.